if you get into a relationship with a woman who still has an ex-boyfriend that is still lingering around for whatever reason, that woman is very toxic. And is a reason why her ex-boyfriend is still around. It's simply because she still got some type of connection with him, or they really got unfinished business. She probably did him dirty. She probably just left him and decided to move on. And he needs closure because a lot of times, bro, if you're in a relationship with a woman and she just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm tired of this, or whatever the case may be, she just left you. Some men will need some type of closure and they would never really get over that woman. But the thing about women who are grimy, they always got some ex-boyfriend lingering around for some reason, and it never fails. Now, there's a video that's going viral right now of a woman ex-boyfriend trying to break into her house while her new boyfriend is there. And thank God he had his fire on him, because as her ex-boyfriend attempted to enter the house, he laid him down.
Doing too fucking much. Move back. Move back. Come on. Fuck is he talking about? No, tell this bitch ass. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, it got pretty ugly for her ex-boyfriend. But whenever I see two men collides over a woman, it's always the woman's fault. Because why would you bring a new man in a situation like that, knowing that your ex-boyfriend is not fully over you? And when a man is emotionally invested in a woman, there's no telling what he's not willing to do. He's liable to crash out because he's emotionally invested. He is moving with emotion, he's not moving with logic. And that's why her ex boyfriend got laid out like that. And it's just fortunate that her current boyfriend had his strap on him, because what if he didn't? Who knows what her ex-boyfriend intentions were? Just a simple fact that he was willing to kick down the door. Just think about that. That's kind of crazy, bro. Imagine chilling with your girl and her ex-boyfriend comes over and kicks down the door. You gotta wonder, man, what were she telling her ex-boyfriend why he felt that comfortable to even do that? It gotta be something. She was playing with that man's emotions. It's crazy. But her current boyfriend did tell a story about what transpired and what led up to him doing what he did. Listen to his story.
Alright, y'all, here go a part one. I'm gonna do two parts of the story time of the video that y'all got going crazy and sort of kind of virus of like 70k views and a couple thousand likes or whatever. But let's do a story time on it. So that video, first of all, let me get this out of the way. That video is probably close or coming up on 2 years old. That's back when I lived in South Carolina, Charleston. That incident happened in Rock Hill, South Carolina, by the way. That was my old girlfriend. Yeah, so shit, hold on. I just had a brain fart, but let's get right into it. So I was at my girlfriend's house in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and I was at the house chilling on the couch, which is where the video and everything took place, on the couch in the living room. And I was chilling, about to go home, which was in Charleston, which is a 2.5 hour drive. And I was chilling, and she left to go pick up her daughter from school, and they came back in. But when she came back in, I seen her kind of hurry up and shut the door and lock it, and then hurry up, call somebody and go in the room. So I was like, what the hell? What's wrong? She's like, oh, nothing. And then next thing you know, she come back in the living room where I was sitting down just chilling on the couch, not thinking nothing of it. So when she come back in, she called somebody. I think her friend or her best friend or cousin or somebody. It was like, girl, tell me why such just pulled up. which was her crazy ex from in the past that she ain't deal with no more. And he got mad that she wasn't texting him and messing with him no more. So I was like, what? Then that's when he came up to the door knocking on it. Boom, 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 boom. Keisha, open up this motherfucking door. Woo. You got me fucked up. He cussing her out through the door, beating on the door. So at this time, all the neighbors come outside, get to recording. And also, right when he pulled up, the mom pulled up of my girlfriend and was like, you need to leave. You know you're not supposed to be here. Y'all don't talk. You need to leave her alone. He's kicked down the door. Not to remind you, he's kicked down the door probably 4 or 5 times before that. So the door is already not strong and it's already not built for another kick down because it's been kicked down multiple times, first of all. So let's get that out the way. Boom, he come up to the door, beating on it. Keisha, open up this motherfucking door. Blah, blah, blah. He beat on the door for probably like a minute or two. At this point, this is when he says, if you don't open up this motherfucking door, I'm about to kick this motherfucking down. So he said that. I said, oh, okay. Let me set this phone up. And I went to my Gucci backpack, got my Glockion up out of it, and I sat back on the couch. And then that's when the video and everything started actually recording and everything like that. Hold on. All right, cool. So that's when I get my Glockion. I sit back on the couch. Boom. This when he start kicking at the door. And that's when she finally gets behind the door and try to push the door back in. But in the video, I'll post a full video eventually. In the video, you hear me say, Keisha, get from behind the door, bro. No matter what, the door was coming down. The door was getting kicked in because the door was weak. She's on the phone with the police. Everybody outside, the mom, neighbors, everybody's already outside on the phone with the police stuff. So the police is actively on their way. He kicking the door. Boom. I'm like, Keisha, move. That's when I get ready. I'm like, Keisha, move, bro, move. The door coming down. He kicking at the door. And then like, all right, yeah, this bitch, yeah, he kicking this bitch in. So I'm already ready. So I ain't really give a fuck. When the shit happened, the shit was going to happen. He kicked the door in. Boom, boom. That's when he flew back out the door, which is what the video y'all see, right? I'm gonna come back with a part 2. I'll be back.
Fellas, be careful out here, man. If you listen to what he said, she was on the phone with her ex-boyfriend. They had issues. They were going back and forth. Not one time did she come to her current boyfriend and inform him of what's going on. When he questioned her, she said nothing. That's how dangerous these women are. And whenever I see a situation like this, where 2 guys is about to kill each other over a woman, that woman is orchestrating the entire play. Every time you see a situation where somebody ends up dead or somebody ends up in jail over a woman, she is always the mastermind behind it. Because whole time, Shorty is playing with her ex. She's playing that dude for a fool. That's why he snapped like that. Like, what? You got a dude over there? But a few weeks ago, you was calling me and asked me to pay your bills and whatever the case may be. The bottom line is, she never completely cut off her ex. Y'all gotta understand, when a woman got a bird mindset, she will never fully cut off a dude because she will always want to reach back out to him whenever she needs something. But whenever she feels like she doesn't need him anymore, she replaces him with a dude that she could benefit more from. And then if things go bad with the new guy, she's going to go back to the old guy. So then you got a woman who is playing games now. And that's how some dudes end up 6 feet under or in jail. And that's just the reality. But let's listen to the part 2 of his story.
All right, cool. Part 2 of how somebody got popped. Cool. So he kicked the door in. Boom. As y'all seen the video, as soon as he kicked in and he leaned in, that's when he got hit twice. Boom, boom. Not to remind y'all, TikTok obviously won't let me post those videos, but I go out to the country. I shoot a lot. I have a lot of toys. I probably got like 10 toys total. I probably got over, probably 20,000 worth of pellets for my toys. I shoot a lot. I'm a big gun enthusiast. I love guns. I live in the South. So yeah, I play with my toys a lot. So cool. I know what I'm doing. I got a lot of, so I'm experienced for sure. So when he came in, boom, boom, that's when he got hit twice. And that's all y'all see in the video. But afterwards, I get up and I go outside where I kind of like look out to where he was laying on the floor to make sure, he wasn't doing nothing or grabbing nothing else. So cool. He was screaming, fuck, man. Bitch ass motherfucker. He was talking shit, basically. And then when he looked down, that's when he seen everything gushing out of him. All the juice gushing out of him. And then I think that's when he kind of laid down and panicked. And that's when the neighbors like, go get some towels and blah, blah, blah. So they get to, putting pressure on it. And, everybody, he's screaming. It's juice all over the place, all in the hallway, outside on the floor. Things like that. So at that point, my mind's racing, everything. So I throw my phone back in my duffel bag, the duffel bag where I was about to leave. Cool. Me in the mix of that, of me throwing my phones back in my bag, I'm looking for my phone before I leave. I'm about to leave the scene. I'm nervous. I'm like, I'm about to get the hell on. At the time, I had a Tesla. So I took my black ass to the Tesla charging station. In my mind, I was about to charge up and head back home. But probably within an hour, I had got some Wendy's because I was like, I don't know what's about to happen. So I got me something to eat. I was charging my car. And in the mix of that, Keisha called me and was like, hey, you need to come back here and detectives want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. It's 7 witnesses saying that, hey, yeah, you was in the right. He kicked down the door. If stand your ground. They just want to hear your side because you was the actual one who pulled it. Pulled your gun out. So I was like, man, fuck that, blah, 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 blah. I was kind of tripping out. I was kind of like in crash out mode a little bit. But I had to calm down, got something to eat. And I went back to the scene. That's when they was like, hey, what's up? What's your name? I gave them my ID, all of that stuff. And they was like, why you leave? I said, bro, I was nervous. I was scared. He was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So they was like, I mean, you didn't do nothing wrong. This is stand your ground in South Carolina. And most states in the South is like that. He's like, this is stand your ground. He kicked in the door. He got what he got. That's just that simple. Cool. I didn't get charged for it. They can't charge me for it. So for people thinking I'm gonna get charged and that's evidence to the police, that's double jeopardy because they can't they charge me. If they did charge me with something, it got dismissed, but it never got charged to me. So they can't file nothing against me. Actually, the dude who got hurt was in the hospital for about a month. And when he got out the hospital after a month, he got arrested and was locked up in jail for a couple months. He got no bond. He got charged with domestic violence, first degree, and breaking and entering first degree as well. So yeah, he went to the hospital. He got locked up. He got a case, and I think he ended up like pleading out to the case from what I read, but I don't really remember. But yeah, I guess that's the story time. It's nothing crazy. The video, cool. I'm going to post a full video. I got to find a full, I think it's like a 2-minute or a 50-second video of everything that's happening, the audio, everything. So let me find that video, y'all. And I'll try to post it. If TikTok let me post it, I might have to use sound again on the video. I don't know. I'm going to see, because you know how TikTok allows stuff and then don't allow stuff. So let me find that video. I'm going to post it for y'all. And yeah, that's part 2 for y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy.
Fellas, when you meet a woman and she has any type of connection with an ex-boyfriend, it's wise to leave that woman alone. That's a bad sign. that woman has bad energy. That's a very toxic trait. And it will be wise to not get involved in a situation like that, because a real woman wouldn't even have any connections with her ex. Because when a woman is righteous, when she's virtuous, she's not going to even start something new with a man and also communicate with her ex. So that should be a warning sign to you. If you meet a woman and she still got some type of connection with her ex, even if her ex is calling her phone, that's a bad sign. That should be looked at as a warning sign. Move around. Do not take her serious. Facts. Fellas, be wise out here, man, because this guy was blessed. He was fortunate. But there are a lot of men out here who are not as fortunate as him in situations like this. All right? Don't let these slimy, grimy, trifling women turn you into a victim. Because when things like this happens, she's just gonna smash a new dude and walk away like nothing ever happened. Be wise out here, fellas.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.